Hello, my name is Abe, and today I'm going to be checking out the Nine Kings demo, which may or may not still be available on Steam. It's weird how that works sometimes. Like, you can still, if you downloaded it, you can still play it, but it's like delisted from Steam, and sometimes even then you can still download it if you just know what this app ID is. So, I don't know, maybe I'm playing an illicit demo here today. But we're gonna check out Nine Kings. The music is very ting-tingy, but I think it'll change when we get started here. Now, what is Nine Kings demo? It's not a deck builder. Don't let the fact that we are choosing a playing card cause you any cause for alarm. It's not a deck builder. This is just the starting deck for our king here, but don't worry, it's not a deck builder, okay? It's not a deck builder. We're just gonna play and jump into the game. It is still quite loud. The year 730. These are your enemies. Drag your castle to an empty plot. Castle hurls a stone projectile into your enemies. So we have a castle in hand. We're gonna play a castle. We're gonna play our castle kind of in the back somewhere. We'll just play it up here. Then we have units that we can play on the board. Drag a unit card to the empty plot to create an army. We can upgrade a castle, or we can play a knight, a defensive melee unit, or a wild card. It levels up the target plot on your board. Let's play a knight. We'll play him in the front because he's a knight. And then combat happens. This is a tower defense game. You can click over the enemies to use your castle's attack, hold the left mouse button to just launch boulders. But this is a tower defense game. It's not really a deck builder in the sense that we are building a deck to defeat our enemies. It's just that the cards present are what you play on your board. Pick your loot. We can get Steel Coat, cancels the first hit the target unit would take. We can get soldiers or another castle. Let's get soldiers. Let's get more units on the board. Hover over any plot to check the stats. You can level up a plot by stacking matching cards. So the knights did, or they have 37 health, they do 8 damage, they have hits per second and crit chance. I'm gonna play a soldier, and then combat happens. And that's it. We are not dealing with adjust the speed of battle using these, gotcha. We're not dealing with anything more complicated than that. Okay, it really wants me to do that. My castle is firing stones, but very slowly. Ting, 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 ting. It's very loud with the clickety clicks. I think I'm gonna adjust the audio in a second, but I can't do it here. Pick your loot. Unit attacks stack poison. Orchard creates roots that trap enemies for a few seconds. Every turn, add 1 health to adjacent units. The forest, sure. Every turn, add health to adjacent units. So like, you can throw a card into the pit to discard it from your hand, gives you back a small amount of gold. So I think if we put it in the middle, it can affect 4 units. We'll put the forest in the middle. But before I do that, hold on. I wanna adjust the volume. Reduce the SFX, turn up the music. Forest goes in the middle. Gives health to the soldiers in the front. Sounds good to me, dog. There we go. Cemetery. If an adjacent unit dies, summon an imp. Demon's Altar summons 1 demon per level for each dead ally. It gets permanently stronger. I love permanent. Destroy target plot, adds 1 level to adjacent plots. I love permanence. This is how much damage happened last round. Our castle is doing the most for right now. Maybe we'll actually turn the music down 1 pip. Seems fine. So Demon Altar. For each dead ally, gets permanently stronger. Does it also have health as a stat? It does. So we can have our, there's our demon by the way, have our units die and then it buffs the Demon Altar. Sounds good to me. Every turn, add damage to adjacent units and towers, or a wild card level up. Let's take the blacksmith. I got a plan. Choose a royal decree. Summon units are 50% stronger. The maximum level of the castle is 9. Whenever attacked, your units add 1 poison stack to the enemy. I mean, a level 9 castle is pretty fun, but let's build into the units, and I have an idea. Blacksmith here, it'll buff 2 tiles. We can put another unit here that's gonna be buffed by the forest as well. We just need more cards. Presumably we will get more cards, we just need more cards. Dude, the demon is actually doing the most damage now. That's a good upgrade. Orchard Castle Forest creates roots. I guess we can level up the forest again. Yeah, and now we get 2 health. Although it doesn't seem to be affecting the demon altar. I see the stat boost happening there too. The demon altar is not getting +1 health per buff then. Units attacks heal for 25% damage. An imp, many units. Yeah, many units, because I want units to die. So imps will go next to the forest and the blacksmith. Demon altar, I guess because it's an altar, it's not actually being affected by anything. Rip. And then, you know, I'm not even going to attack. I want my units to die more. My demon needs to die, or needs to grow rather. The demon altar would get less stats for more surviving units. I mean, you're not wrong. Levels up target plot. But, I mean, 1 demon per level. I also want more units, and I want the units, you know, I still won't want to live. Let's level up the demon altar again. Let's level up the, hold on, if I level up one of these, do they get more units per zone? Let's level up the imps. You do add more imps to the group. That's nice. Again, I'm not going to shoot. My units don't really die that often now. But assuming they do die, they will buff the demon altar. And that's, you know, this is 9 Kings. We're just going to be health. Ranged sniper units. Always attacks the most distant target. Let's buff the forest again. Get it maximally buffed. And this is 9 Kings. I like tower defense games, so I'm totally fine playing some 9 Kings. My units are not really dying that much, but maybe that's a good thing. Imps are doing a lot of damage too. Cemetery, and if adjacent unit dies, summon an imp. That could actually be really nice for the imps, so that we can level up and get more demon altar scaling. The imps die, they summon more imps that then die, that buff the demon altar. Yeah, okay, I like that. It's time to wage war against another king. Choose a king to wage war against. I don't know what the difference is, but I like greed, because I'm a greedy man. These are your enemies. Accept. And maybe we could get rid of the forest now, to put the cemetery in the middle, and then we get nice dying units scaling up the demon altar. So let's level up the knights, because we get more of them. And we'll try to maybe get a card that can allow us to get rid of the forest. We can replace that with the cemetery. And then we get a nice little adjacency buff between our units there. Imps are actually doing a lot of damage. Soldier, Archer, Farm. Every turn adds +1 unit to 1 adjacent army. I don't think that'll work with the demon altar. However, adds units does work, because it'll add imps, which will then die, and then give me more buffs on the demon altar. They also have demons today. King of Blood is against us today. Castle Sacrifice Carnage. Destroy target plot adds 1 level to adjacent plots. Yes. It's a shop. Okay, we have money. Boar can be mounted by adjacent units. For each 1 HP, the rider's stats are increased by 1%. Warlock, sturdy unit. Thief, assassin that jumps to enemy backline. Mercenary, You have 1 unit for each 15 gold, balanced strong unit, and soldier. Bomber runs towards the enemies and explodes. Well, that seems real nice. I want bomber, and do we even have more capacity? We don't. Okay, so let's just try to like level something up. I do have soldiers. And then leave. Oh, he's a joker. Or a jack, I don't know. He's got a J on him. So let's play a soldier. And it looks like we can play more cards. I don't know why we can only play 1 card, but now I can play more. Maybe because I bought them, I can play them. I want to sacrifice you, which did level things up adjacently. Add a cemetery. Now we're gonna be buffing up the demons. What was that weird gas cloud? Do bombers count as dying when blowing up? I assume so. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a unit or tower by 15%. Overinvest. Mercenary. Let us overinvest. And when it says every stat, does that include, like, what are the stats? Health, damage, crits, and hits? I was kind of hoping that maybe numbers would be a stat. It is present, top right. We have 41 imps, 18 soldiers. You know what, the imps are doing a lot of damage. Let's buff the imps. Let's see if the number of imps goes up. So we have 41, 35 points, hold on. 35.6, 3.8, 0.67, and a crit chance of 5%. Can you guys remember that? You know, I'm just gonna take a screenshot real quick. We didn't improve the number, but everything but crit chance went up. Dude, our demons are doing a lot of damage now too. So wild card levels up the plot. Hello, what are you? Expansion mode. Oh, we can add a tile. Let's add a tile to be adjacent, I think, to the farm, so we can get more armies, which will buff the demons more, right? We can upgrade bombers. Oh no, we never played the bombers. Let's play the bombers now. And get them running in there and blowing up. What is with the gas cloud? We're doing too well. I need my units to die more. Let's reroll. Receive +3 gold by the end of every round. Every round adds 2% of attack speed to adjacent units and towers. The beacon. That's also tempting. I mean, we could really buff imps or demon altar. I don't think we'd play it right now. Let's actually buff up the... What does cemetery buff up to? If an adjacent unit dies, summon an imp. Let's buff the demon's altar. Because now we get 3 demons. And the demons do a lot of damage. And they have a lot of HP. Our units aren't dying as much. It's interesting, you would need to find a good synergy to make sure your units are dying constantly. Summons a fighting spore every 5 seconds. Spores accumulate every battle. Okay. Increases the damaging range of area attacks by 30%. Get 99 gold. Unlock 3 new random plots. Give me the plots. It is very random. I don't think this is a unit because it has an icon of building. Right, so it's not going to be affected by the farm or the cemetery, but it would be affected by the blacksmith. Adds damage. But is it building a tower? Demon's Altar, I think, is a building. Let's see if it works. It does not work on Mycelium, which I guess is not a building. Or, sorry, it's not a tower, it's a building. Okay, it shook and then shot a thing up here. That's what it did. All right. Weak but fast range damage, level up a plot, highly defensive melee unit. Let's take archers and then I think we'll just throw them out on the board. I like building strategies. I like having synergies that you are working towards and that are affecting your run. Clones the card of the selected plot. We could take another demon altar. Which, see, is that a tower or a building? I don't know. This is a base. This is a tome. Orchard is a tower. Okay, the roots that trap enemies is a tower. Well, I think I'll take a clone. Our diplomats can now make peace with an enemy king. Okay. Look, I don't know what you did, King of Greed, but I'll just make peace with King of Greed. These are your enemies. I guess those are the enemy kings that you're fighting. So if you know what they do, you can like fight a more ideal target. See, there's a King of Red in the corner. Adds attack speed to adjacent units and towers. I guess let's make another demon altar. And then we can play it. So let's play it, I guess here. We get another demon who starts off weak, but will scale. King of Blood has a massive army, but it died very quickly. I see the plants now on the battlefield shooting their bullets. Mangler is a tower. Area damage turret every turn, sacrifice an adjacent unit per level to get +2 damage. Or destroy target plot, add 1 level to adjacent plots. You'll have an idea. You can't get rid of the castle. I really wanted to get rid of the castle. But what I might do is get rid of the bomber. That way we actually get more levels on other things nearby. Right? Right? That seems acceptable. I just want to know what the demon altar is. Were you a tower or a building? I even played this one and I didn't look. So let's sack the... +1 unit to... I mean, we're getting more bombers, archers, and imps. I don't really want to get rid of that. Let's maybe, I guess, upgrade the castle. I can throw better boulders. Yeah! Yeah! The Nothing Rebellion. Okay, I'm loving the demons, though. So Scout Tower is a tower. Shoot powerful single target arrows. Archer is a troop. Soldier is a troop. So we have archers. So I think we level them up. I know we're not doing anything with the beacon, but that's okay. This is the King of Blood. I'm loving seeing the stat boosts happen. Sacrifice Demon's Altar and Castle. Give me a Demon Altar. We have another expansion. Which, you know what? Right between these three, we can put in a beacon. More attack speed. But again, it doesn't affect the mushrooms, which is interesting. I guess the mushrooms aren't affected by anything. Once we figure out a little bit more about how everything synergizes together, we can plan a little bit better. Farm could be upgraded. Let's upgrade the farm, then we get more scaling of these units. So we have 47 imps. Just sack the shrooms. I mean, the thing about the shrooms is that they do permanently scale, right? Spores accumulate. I mean, it's doing 200 damage per turn now. That's not too bad. How does the cemetery scale? Do you get more imps? Oh, we do get more imps. Imps are really good. Like, they scale a lot. But we could also buff the cemetery. Let's buff the cemetery. Increases AoEs, summon units are stronger, doubles the maximum health of all currently active troops. Let's make summoned, well, what is a summoned unit? I guess Demon's Altar is a summoned unit. You know what? I'll take it. Look, it said it was a summoned unit. Yeah, now they're doing more damage than the imps. Clones the card of the selected plot. Mycelium Poison Vial. Okay, Demon's Altar, what are you? Oh, I can just look, it's a building. But still, I want to play more cards, but I guess you only play cards down to like 3 in your hand. Or maybe buying cards is special, I don't know. When killed, unit explodes, causing 10% health as area damage. And a shop. A blacksmith, a farm, has a 50% chance of duplicating an enhancement of one adjacent unit, the library. So that's not gonna work on... I mean, I haven't even placed any enhancements. I will, but this won't be adjacent. I think you go blacksmith, farm, beacon, can't afford it, never mind, leave. But I have so many imps with so much health. Let's make them explode. And then upgrade the blacksmith and then upgrade the farm again. Dink, dink, dink. Disposable welcome. I hope you have a good night. Hi, bye. Good to see you jump in. Castle Mycelium Elf. I think we have elves? No, we have archers, bombers, soldiers, Mycelium, and knights. We can add elves. Or we could just upgrade the castle again. Or we could upgrade Mycelium again, but I'm not really using that. But, I don't know. It's kind of fun to just have the passive damage, I guess, even though it's not being affected by these. If I get a sacrifice, maybe I will still purge it. Hold! Hold! That rock did 26 damage. Archer Castle Scout. Those are archers. King of Nature is leading his final assault. We must use all of our resources. Okay, well, get the archer. Oh, we can play everything. Get another demon. The demons have 300 health and do 78 damage and hit 9 times per second. That's pretty good. We've really scaled those demons hard. And I guess don't sacrifice anything. How do I skip? I guess I can dump it in the pool. I have 2 war horns, really? Oh my god, he's a giant mushroom man. And the music is going hard. Okay, he died. Why did the music only get loud there? Your kingdom has thrived. Press any key to continue. Endless mode has unlocked. Play an endless or begin the next challenge. Let's do the next challenge, because that was a good warm-up run. And now we understand what the hell we're doing. And we can make an even better run. You can now play on Squire difficulty. And you've unlocked the King of Spells. Cool, so we start game, and we can Unlock the other kings. Kill 6,000 enemy units in battle. Spend 999 gold. Available in the full game. It's the Plague Knight. It's a Plague Knight Leper Mega Man. What is this guy? Sierra says, I didn't even notice the path on the top to see what will happen next. What will happen next? Let's play as the King of Spells. So these are the cards available, and we have perks. Available in the full game. You can start with perks. Starts with, oh, the different, Expansionist, Scholar, Ruthless. No, they don't correspond to these. Starts with random enhancements. Castle attack has a chance to instant kill. Libraries are always start at level 2, so you can level up the different classes as well. This one starts with Chained Lightning Bolts. Casts powerful spells at a slow rate, the Wizard. The Warlock, sturdy melee unit. Static, which is I can't select it, but I think it's an enhancement. So base, unit, enhancement. Units attacks trigger lightning chain. Offering, destroy a target plot to receive 3 random tomes. Maybe that's a tome. Combustion, unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills. Shaman, buffs allies based on its own damage. Library has a chance of duplicating enhancements of 1 adjacent unit and heals your units with the lowest health in battle. So Spire is the only building. No, Library is a building. Spire must be a tower. Okay. And we're on Squire difficulty. Let's play. Let's play. He's a Giga Chad Knight. I don't know what he is, but he looks awesome. The year is 739. So we have 3 kings. Well, I thought the game was called 9 Kings. We have a citadel. I like it being in the corner, out of the way. We get Spire, Wizard, and Offering. So Offering is a tome. So I can destroy a plot to get random tomes. Let's start with a Wizard. And let's see how they perform. They attack very slowly. We get Sacrifice, Carnage, and Imp. Sacrifice can be used to level up adjacent plots. Really nice, I think, for getting value. You put something down you don't want, you break it, you level up everything adjacently. But Carnage is an enhancement. When killed, it explodes. So we can use this with the Library to buff our units. We also have the Imp, which with Carnage we can use to put a lot of units on the board. Let's start with the Imp, I think, because it's another unit we can put on the board. We'll start there. They hit a lot, but the Wizards do more damage when they do attack. Wizards have 11 health, Imps, I can't even look. Knight, Wildcard, Citadel. I haven't even used my left click. Let's take Wildcard. And then I think I want to... Spire doesn't even need to be adjacent. Let's play this. There was a pop-up that I didn't actually read. Discard cards here and skip turn in exchange for gold. No. I want to... I guess we can just wild card on this turn. I want to destroy this. No. Yeah, we play the Spire, then destroy it. So play the Spire, we'll destroy it next turn. But right now it will heal our damaged units. Considering when there's like hundreds of enemies, is that any good? I don't know. Cemetery is nice. Let's slay the Spire. I think I want Carnage, because it's an enhancement, and then you dump this. We get copies, and Procreate. Adds 9 units to the troop. Oh, but they're not enhancements. Carnage is an enhancement which gets hit by the Library. These aren't. Okay. What if we buff the number of wizards, add carnage on the imps, and what if we just get more imps? Like 3 stacks of them, here, here, and here. And we go full imp build on this merchant of wizards or whatever we are. Clone. Imp. And then we're just gonna level up all of our imps. It could work. Lexmer says, I'm playing Monster Train, and about halfway through the Covenant is when I stop having fun. It does get real hard. Cancels the first hit the target unit would take every battle. Let's grab that, because it's an enhancement, and we can hopefully find a library soon. Level 9 castle. Your wizards now have 100 attack, but only 1 HP. That's perfect. Because we're going to give them hit protection, and now they hit for 100. So they can tank a hit, but they do a lot more damage now. And we can make another copy of him and hopefully get another one of those buffs. So let's go for another Carnage to put it here. So now each one of them has an enhancement. I wonder if we can stack enhancements. Well, I guess we could, right? Because the library literally does that. Connie says you should play Thronefall. I know it's a good game. Adds units to adjacent armies. Yes? Look, until we find a library, that's still pretty nice. Oh, only to 1 adjacent army, not to all adjacent armies. Okay. I thought it was to all. Units attacks heal it. Sure. And let's see if we can't put another enhancement. Yeah, they do stack. So we have imps that heal. It's like $9 right now, says Connie. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. I'll do it. Enhancement, troop. Unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy. That seems really nice on the wizards. So we'll just keep buffing the wizards, and hopefully they never die. It also seems very hard to find a tower, because we are still looking for towers. I'm seeing a lot of 20s. Farm soldier. That's what we currently have, right? All right, give me a farm. We can wage war against another king. King of Nature and King of Greed. Again, I'm still not certain what we're doing with these. Let's go with King of Nature this time. Like, you can re-roll, but I don't know what's in all of the different decks. This looks really well made, says username. It's a fun game. It does have a good presentation to it. It's well thought out. I see a bunch of zeros, that's good for me. Their archers, though, will shoot my wizards. Yeah. So rip wizards. Clone Mycelium Forest. Adds health to adjacent units. That would give health to the wizards, but if we can just get a tower, we can give them more copies of the buff that keeps their, that blocks damage. So I think I'd rather clone. We have a lot of clones, but we can really level up this farm. So now we're getting a lot of recruits out of it. So we're just stacking up on numbers of minions. Oh, you know what? This actually shows me what's coming up too. I should use my left click. We have a shop. Destroy plot to receive tomes. I do like that. It's good efficiency. Wildcard's a tome, mortgage, poison vial, add poison, clone card. I think just give me a clone and another offering. and then leave. And then we'll just, well, we can just play a lot of farms, I guess, for now. Level up target plot. Wildcard we can hold on to for the time being. Wizard. Hits per second, 0.2. How would they level up? Hits per second, 0.2. Hits per second, 0.2. Okay, I think that just gives me more wizards. That's still fine. But it said earlier, the path. Yeah, I didn't notice this at all. Imp. Imp. Farm. Kind of want another farm. And I know we're not... Give me a level up on maybe these imps. I know we're not actually putting down a library, which is what I wanted earlier, but we just haven't found one. Imp's doing a lot of damage now. Orchard, Poison Vial, Elf. I guess you can re-roll. Another clone. Sure, give me another clone. I'm telling you, man, one day. One day we'll get what we need. I guess just level up the imps again. That's a wizard of legend. I see what you did there. This chain lightning's not really doing that much. I should be using the ability. Adds 1 level to adjacent plots. Carnage. When killed, unit explodes. And sacrifice. Another tome. Now, re-roll me. Demon Altar. How many units are dying? Should we get a Demon Altar again? Re-roll me. Okay, I'll just take another stack of Carnage. I really want to get a... like, the previous time I re-rolled, it did give me a different color, which is what I was hoping for there. But I really just want to get these wizards off the ground. Sure. When killed, explode. Should probably attack. So yeah, I kind of want to see if I can level up the... to a library, just haven't found one. Okay, another steel coat. So now they have 2 stacks of it, so they block 2 hits. You're not killing my wizards anytime soon, dudes. We're not losing that many units. I don't think we need a Demon Altar. Clone Orchard and Forest. Adds 1 health to adjacent units. Clones the card of the selected plot. Reroll? Be mounted. For every 1 health it has, increases rider stats by 1. We could put down a boar, but really we need a forest into a boar, right? Your ability really needs an upgrade. Yeah, the left click is pretty bad. I guess we'll take another clone. 10% of all enemies turn into frogs. Increases the attack of all troops and towers by 30%. Doubles the maximum health of all currently active troops. 2 HP, lovely. Let's turn enemies into frogs, because that's funny. So this is a class-specific buff that we're taking. I get it now. Royal Council. Diplomat, choose between peace or war. The Tower, expand your kingdom. Royal Council, a new decree coming up later on. Let us make another buff to, I guess, maybe the wizards? I really am just looking for a specific card. Because I want these wizards to block all damage, ever. But look at the damage of the imps! They're so good. Unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy, offering... or another wizard. You know what? I will take another wizard, and then I'm just going to nuke him. We'll get some more tombs. Tomes? Not tombs. Zip. 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 Help, my left click is doing more damage than these damn wizards. Sure, more carnage. Make peace with an enemy king. Okay, I'll make peace with the king. I don't know what we're doing with that. So I want an offering here. Add units to the selected troop. 46 imps, 48 wizards. But the imps are just so much better. Can use a clone to upgrade your ability. I could to upgrade the Citadel. We'll do that one of these days. I don't have gold. I guess we'll just keep buffing only the imps. We'll just make one unit that is the best. You know what we could do? We could have the unit in the middle and then tower, like buffing buildings around it and just make one awesome unit stack. Because these imps are carrying the whole run. So like, I could literally just do this, and then we get more imps every turn. I wonder if that's a valid strategy. It probably is. They did nuke down my imps pretty quickly there. These enemies seem to be able to counter my build. Buffs allies based on its own damage or another wizard. Here's the thing, I'm gonna take another wizard, I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna nuke it. And get more tomes, because why not? Although maybe I should have re-rolled purple to try to look for the library. I don't know if... well, I guess that makes sense that you're more likely to get that color of card. Area damage turret every turn sacrifices an adjacent unit per level to get +2 damage. I don't want to sacrifice my units, but that is interesting. Mr. Clark Nova, welcome. Just started playing Endless Dungeon. The turrets don't upgrade from combat. The turrets don't upgrade from combat damage is rough. Did you get to the end of the game? The turrets don't upgrade from combat damage. What do you mean? Because I remember playing Endless Dungeon, not Dungeon of the Endless, but in Endless Dungeon, as the turrets did damage, you could smack them to upgrade them, right? Did that change at some point? Maybe it changed? Chris is raiding me. What do you, excuse me, it's 8 o'clock. Hello, Chris. What the heck, man? Why is Chris raiding me at 9 p.m.? This has never happened before. Like, literally never happened before. How you doing? Welcome. We're playing demos. This is Nine Kings. Monster Train 2 is rude the endless mode. One of the curse modifiers is to remove emerged equipment. Oh, that sucks. Brewhark, welcome. Tom, hello. Mini stream just so I could raid you. Oh yeah, it is Friday. Why were you streaming today? I want to re-roll this. Summon an imp to fight in its place. Summons 1 demon per level for each dead ally gets stronger. I guess we'll upgrade the Citadel. I played some Monster Train earlier. Now it's demos. I like Nine Kings. Expansion. Maybe I will try to just buff the imps forever. Levels up target plot. Doubt I can level it up to level 4. But I can get more imps that do 2,500 damage. And you don't get to choose? Well, you get to choose that you add the curse to your deck in Monster Train 2's Endless Mode. It's not the best Endless Mode. It really ain't. I have so many farms. Good God, we should upgrade the farms. But really, I think what I want to do is just massively upgrade these imps. I mean, we have 75 of them. They're doing all of our damage. Why not buff the other imps? So I'm realizing in this game so far that why would you buff the other imps? If you are upgrading one unit, then you are putting lots of power into that unit, and every further upgrade in that unit is worth more. You know, if I'm focusing the farms on the imps, then the enchantments that I put on them are hitting more imps. They're hitting more units. If I give them more damage, I'm giving more units more damage. You know, you're kind of scaling one unit, and every buff is like a little bit of an exponential additional scaling, right? So, yeah, how is Death Stranding 2, by the way, Chris? I have not played 1, but I probably should at some point. It's like, I'm gonna start investing in these guys heavily. So let's give them, cancel the first hit, because now it's affecting 79 imps that explode. And like, but look how much damage they're doing compared to every other unit. Why would I not just give them the thing that keeps them alive now? There's the library. That's what I wanted. I wanted this a long time ago. Double your lightning strikes, doubles the movement speed of your troops, doubles the health of all currently active troops. They don't have a lot of health, so I think what we want is movement speed, and then we start giving them buff duplication. Screw the wizards. I'm going full imps. Fail. Having fun with it. Well, good you're having fun with it. Robot dogs that bark attacked me, and then a robot ninja saved my life. And then mystery people redacted my baby. Are you playing Death Stranding or Revengeance? Add one level to adjacent plots. Destroy target plot. This seems like a reroll. When killed, they explode. Yeah, sure. But I'm gonna overinvest. I want stats on the imps. They move real fast right now. I mean, they're doing 5,000 damage compared to 500 with everything else. We're going all in. Blacksmith doesn't fit anywhere. Reroll this. Wild card I love. Now, we don't have a lot of money for this, unfortunately, but I don't really care about these units anyways. Get me out of here. All I want to do is just level up the library now to keep buffing the imps. It failed twice, whatever. I don't need buffs, they're good enough, right? The imps are almost all dead. So, you know, whatever these units are, they counter my imp build. But at least we have the wizards backing them up, I guess. Units' attacks trigger a lightning chain that deals damage and chains per strike. You know what? Why not? Keep adding it. We got another stack of static, which is not the one I wanted, but I'll take what I can get. You know, it gives them more damage. Now they're doing 6,000 damage. Farm. Already fully farmed. So I think we re-roll, and another stack of steel coat is nice. We must use all of our resources. I guess we're almost done. Oh. Oh, I spent money for a 9% boost instead of a 15% boost. So you just spend however much money you have. Nice. He is throwing rocks at my imps though, which is unfortunate. But they're living. Music gets real loud here. Definitely a Kojima game. I feel like I would like it. I would like to play that at some point. This isn't going well? It went fine. Your kingdom has thrived. Let's play in endless mode now and check out the endless mode. Hello, tower. I would still like to buff only this one unit though. You can now expand your kingdom. I don't know what happened. What did it say? I wish the pop-ups would stay a little bit longer. Click to enter expansion mode. Oh, you just pay gold now. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's keep buffing them. Fail, fail. I'll never stop trying to get you to play Metal Gear Solid games, which I should probably play at some point. Yeah, why not? As much as I want to get another library stack, we're just going to keep buffing the imps forever. This entire build is going to be the imps. 106 imps. I mean, they're kicking ass. Scout Tower Wildcard Blacksmith. I want the library now. Fail, fail, more vampirism. Vampirism's not the most important buff there. I want more of the things that prevent damage. Did you see how fast they move? Good God. Citadel Shaman. I mean, I think I still want libraries. We can still, like, buff up the wizards, right? They suck, though, but, you know, what else am I doing? I can't buff them anymore, the imps. I shouldn't have put them next to the Citadel. I should have left another spot open. We could keep buffing them. All of our imps did die, but they did do 30,000 damage. Let's take another wild card. Your buildings apply their effects one more time. Yes. I want more good imps. And if the wizards are a good last-ditch unit, so let's keep buffing them. Combustion, combustion, steel. A lot of things die very quickly here. My imps are mostly dead. But we do a lot of AoE damage with the wizards, too. Demon Altar, Imp Bomber. Let's start leveling up the Demon Altar. And we can put this one... maybe, like, in the back, because it's not affected by things that are adjacent. Fail, 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 fail. So we don't really care about it being in a good spot. Whoa, I am dead? Oh, no, we got him. It just took a minute. The wizards are very slow. Chris says, last night I did a long trip in Death Stranding. I got to my destination over a mountain and then realized I forgot to take the mission packages with me, so I had to start today walking all the way back. That's fun. Sounds about right. Take a... I don't really want to purge... I could probably purge a farm. Where do I want this scout tower to even be? I guess just like... I have 3 lives. Maybe like behind the Citadel. Add 9 units, clone the card of the selected plot, overinvest. Buff the imps. Play the scout tower. I can dump this at some point in the future, and then play a... Let's dump the overinvest. I'm gonna need the money to add another tile. Wonder if Procreate works on the Demon Altar. It does not, because it's a building. It's not a tower, and it's not a unit. Is this the demo or the full game? This is a demo. I don't believe Nine Kings is out. I think it is, at best, early access, but it is going to be a while until it is done. Scran. I don't think we can even give them enhancements because it is a unit. Or sorry, it is not a unit. Look at the stat boosts though, good God. Imp, Bomber, Vampirism. Like, if I try to put Vampirism on him, yeah, it just doesn't work. So, you can't even give him enhancements. You know, I could just start putting out a lot of demon altars, right? Like, I only care about the imps and the wizards. Everywhere else could just be a demon altar. We can start scaling it right now. Is Abe winning? Endless, so I guess. I also guess. We ice like hundreds of enemies every time they attack. These wizards have like 7 stacks of they don't take damage. Why am I not upgrading the library all the way? We can wage war against another king. I don't know, King of Greed? Demons are getting mighty thick. Wizards are very funny. When I need the wizards, they're there to save my life. Because the enemies get all grouped up and then the wizards just nuke them down with AoE. Dude, give me another Demon's Altar. Why would I not want another one? These demons did no damage last round. That's real funny. Endless scaling is brutal. You know what's even more brutal? The game not working. Well, hell, we broke the game. Well. I think we can safely say we did a good job. This is the true endless. Q Abe has struck again. Yep. You've achieved true peace. True peace on this nation. Our kingdom will survive. Well, I Username says, Abe, you have an affinity for causing bugs like no one else I know. Yeah. Quirk says, he scared all the kings away. They knew that my army of 158 imps would crush them. But like, I like this build of once you put a lot of stuff around one unit, you just put all of your eggs into that basket, and then it just keeps replicating. It gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And like the wizards, they block 9 hits. They nuke down enemies. When they get a kill, they do more damage than their initial attack in an AoE, which could then theoretically spread. Like, this totally works. And I wanted to get a lot of demon altars scaling because we're losing a lot of units at times, so we could get a lot of scaling out of that. But the game refuses to let me progress. So we will quit, resume, didn't work, quit, and level up. The King of Spells. We didn't even, I mean, the wizards were nice. We were mostly going into imps though. You can now play on Night difficulty. I like this game, I really do. I would totally pick this up when it actually does release, but it is not actually out. It is an early access title. You can buy it, and it is on sale thanks to the Steam sale that's currently active. It's $10 USD. But I don't know how long it'll stay in early access. They said it would stay in early access for roughly a year, and that means 2026, 9 Kings. Fair, I guess. I mean, there are bugs. You can download the PC demo. It does exist. I thought that maybe it was delisted. It is not. It is available on the Steam store page still, which is nice. 312250 is I just want to make sure that's the one that I have. It is. Perfect. Okay. So I'm not playing on like a bad version of the game or anything like that. I guess we could really quickly submit a bug report. Save your last gameplay and support us by sending the file. We'll address the problem immediately. It opened up my desktop. I don't know why it opened up my desktop, but sure. Fun game. I liked it. Other than the bug, I liked it. I would like to have seen how we could have performed in Endless. We were scaling pretty nicely. But yeah, I like tower defense games. I actually really do. I like seeing your build work. Yeah, it's funny that I say I like tower defense games when I don't love survivor-like games. There's a certain similarity between the two, because in both of them, you are kind of passively playing the game. You know, in a tower defense game, the towers do all the work for you. All you're doing is planning out your strategy and implementing the strategy. Similarly, for a survivor game, you're planning your strategy and then implementing it by choosing what you're picking up as far as perks go and items and equipment. But there's just something, I think, more satisfying by watching your army grow, as opposed to survivors that I've played up to this point. I don't know, maybe I just have a preference, something that I can't necessarily explain. And that's okay. Fun game though, and it is available on Steam. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.